Hello, fellow toy collectors. This is J.A.R. 369, and I'm finally back from my 2 weeks vacation. Well, 2021, the end of the year. Now we're in 2022. Yep, I did have so much fun in 2021. Well, some things that I forgot what I did. Yeah. Well, I did for my entire day, what I do, well, I play video games. And what else is better than playing video games? Collecting toys, of course. And there's some of the toys that I actually reviewed. Some of them are really great. Some of them are okay. Some of them, yeah, not the best. Well, I really wish I wanted to do a top 5 worst toys of 2021. But I didn't buy any single terrible toy because, I watched the reviews. So, yeah. So, why not? Instead of doing the top 10 toys of 2021, so instead I make it more sense by saying the top 21 toys of 2021. So my list will include every toys that I reviewed. That includes action figures, Funko Pops, and Lego sets, and everything that I reviewed back in 2021. So why not? For me, they're personally my opinion, so you might disagree or agree with me with my own opinion. It doesn't matter. So anyway, let's move on to the list on number 21. On number 21, here is the NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1990 movie April O'Neil figure. I know this figure has some flaws to it with the knees looking a bit weird, but you can't deny that this figure looks really incredible. The likeness to the actress Judith Hoag NECA did a great job. The sculpting on this figure looks really great. Articulation standard NECA ultimate articulation, but hey, you can still give her some posabilities. Well, not really some crazy posabilities. You can actually just display her with her being a news reporter, because that's who she is. Accessories that she came with look pretty neat, and I know there's the deluxe version where she comes with the badge that is a literal black badge that looks like a prop from the movie, which is signed by Judith Hoag herself, and a raincoat, which is, I will admit, kind of look a bit weird, like she came with a raincoat separately. But I don't mind getting the $100 version. I'm fine with the $40 version of this figure. And I'm very happy that NECA finally made a April O'Neil figure, even though she does have some flaws to her, which is the knees. Yeah. So that's why she's on number 21 on my list. On number 20 on my list, it is the McFarlane Toys Retro Batman 66 Joker figure. Ah yes, McFarlane made a retro line of the Batman 1966 figures with Wave 1, which contains Batman, Robin, and obviously the Joker. And I pick up the Joker because, come on, who doesn't love the Joker? Well, the reason why I put him on the number 20 on my list is because, well, he does have some basic articulation. You cannot go ahead and give him some crazy pose abilities. Well, for the arms, you could give him like a pose around with a punching pose. But I will admit, this figure is really a great figure to have in my collection. And yours too. The head sculpt looks exactly like Cesar Romero. The sculpt on the figure looks really good. Well, again, for the articulation is pretty basic, but I really like how the accessories that he came with. I really love he came with the those effects that's just pow, piff, or other punches noises or punch effects. yeah, even though the figure might have like a few articulation, just a basic articulation, but hey, you cannot admit this figure looks really good, and I'm probably gonna buy more of these figures like Batman, Robin. Also need to find the Chase versions, and also Wave 2 is out already, which includes the Sub Batman, Joker, and also the regular Riddler figure, which I'm hoping I can find the Riddler. For the figure itself, he is number 20 on my list. Number 19 on my list, it's the NECA Puppet Master, Tunnler, and Pinhead figures. When I first heard that NECA's doing the Puppet Master figures, I'm pretty happy about it. But then I realized they're gonna be the 2-pack, and I was wondering if they were gonna be like the same size as the normal Ultimate NECA figures. But thankfully they're not, because well, in the movie they're actually puppet size small. For these figures, well, they're almost the size of almost puppet size. So, like, if you have like one of those 1/4 quarter scale NECA figures, you can easily display them with the 1/4 the 1/4 quarter scale of the other NECA figures. So you can actually put them on their hands like they're actually puppets. Okay, let's not talk about that, but let's talk about why I put them on my list. Well, obviously the sculpt. Whoops, yeah, the sculpts on these figures look incredible. The articulation standard NECA Ultimate articulation. Well, that's how much I love NECA's figures when they have really, really great articulation. The details and the sculpt on these figures look really good. Accessories, I love how they came with accessories from different Puppet Master films. Like for Pinhead, he comes with the little ooze thing from Puppet Master 2. The also the hook rope thing from Puppet Master 3. And the fire poker from Puppet Master Part 1, I believe. And also the wrench from Puppet Master Part 3. And for the Tunnler, well, he came with an interchangeable hands. Well, just a single interchangeable hand and a pickaxe and an Uzi, which he never uses in the entire Puppet Master films. Maybe in the other sequels I've never watched. Probably never will. Maybe. Well, for me, it's just like based on the toy for the Tunnler figure with the Uzi and the pickaxe. But hey, and I really like how he came with an interchangeable head where he's all bloodied. Well, the drill part, and has an open mouth expression. For these figures, I really do like these figures, and I cannot wait to find Blade and Torch. And these figures, yeah, I'm probably okay with them to be on my number 19 on my list. On my number 18 on my list, it is the Funko Justice League. Not to be confused with the Zack Snyder's Justice League version. I'm talking about the, more like the classic Justice League team of the Funko Shop exclusive Dark Side. Well, this is a bit of different than the ones I do on my list. It's because I couldn't find the pop because, I have a bunch of Funko Pops next around me. So it'll be a real difficult to find the pop without following the guy. So I'll just put a picture if you know what I'm talking about. For that pop, it looks really great. I love the action pose that he's on, and I really like how he has the grounds breaking and also the flames. Even though this pop is really a great looking pop, and I'm really happy to have a classic look Dark Side pop into my collection, and I'm very happy that Funko made this, well, upgrade the classic Doomsday pop so I can have it in my collection, and I'm pretty sure it will have yours in your collection, even though that pop is sold out by now. Right now, that's what I meant. On number 17, it is the DC Collectibles Batman The Adventures Continue Batman figure. As a fan of the Batman The Animated Series animated series TV show, I really do love this figure so much. Even though this is based on the Batman The Adventure Continue comics, but it doesn't matter. I'll pretend this figure is from the TV show, because obviously this figure has the same sculpt as the animated series figure from that DC Collectibles made. The articulation, very well done articulation, very posable, because it's DC Collectibles. They always make a very posable articulation. Accessories, I really like how he came with some, well, the only accessory that he came with the Batarang and some interchangeable hands, which I'm okay with it. Also, I like he came with like the interchangeable hands with the grappler, the grappler gun, or the grappler. Man, it's really hard to say it. The grapnel. There we go. And the sculpt on this figure looks really. Oh, yep, he falls. It's because he has some skinny legs. But like I said, the sculpt on this figure is really great. Even though it's not the same. Even though it is the same sculpt as the regular one, but the legs are a bit different from the original Batman the Animated Series figure. And I still really love this figure, and that's why he's number 17 on my list. On number 16, it is the Funko Godzilla vs. Kong Mega Godzilla with Heat Ray, which is a Funko Shop exclusive. Now, I know some people didn't like the pop of the Mega Godzilla that Funko made. Well, personally, I didn't get the common one because I want to wait until the Funko Shop exclusive version to come out. And I'm really happy for this pop. And I'm really happy to get this in my collection. Well, the reason why I like the pop is because the sculpt and the paint apps, well, mostly it's just the sculpt. And for the paint apps, well, it's just basically silver paint, which I'm okay with it, because come on, Mega Godzilla is all metal and silver. And has some, like, a little bit of metallic paint onto it. And I really like how this guy came with the heat ray on, and also the heat ray does glow in the dark, really cool. And I'm pretty sure the eyes does glow in the dark. I forgot. Maybe if you look back on my review of this guy, you can. I'm not sure if I'm right or wrong if this guy glows in the dark. If its eyes glows in the dark. So yeah. Overall, for the pop itself, I really do love this pop so much, and that's why That's why this guy is number 16 on my list. On my number 15 on my list is the NECA The Boys Homelander figure. This figure is really an incredible figure. The likeness to Anthony Starr, they did really a great job with this, with the head sculpt. The outfit on the sculpt of the figure is really by far a TV accurate look on the figure. The articulation, just like my other NECA figures, just a standard NECA Ultimate articulation. The accessories are just plain basic interchangeable hands and heads, but I really like how the figure comes with the alternate head with the laser beam, which you can actually attach to from his head, or from the head onto the eyes area. Some of the articulation has some stiff articulation, and some of them might have like the articulation stuck, so I would recommend use hair dryer, just like on every other NECA figures. But still, this figure is amazing, and he's still on mine. And he is number 15 on my list. On my number 14 on my list is the Funko Venomized Kingpin pop from the Venom line. Man, this pop, it looks really amazing. I would admit. I like the symbiotes all over the pop here, like, and also the one from his cane there too. Yeah, you see like a little bit of his classic outfit from the comics, and more of it, and him being turning into the Venom Kingpin. I mean, I just add that to the list because how much I really love this pop. Like, come on, who doesn't love this pop? I mean, it really sucks that this pop is now peg warming in the Funko Hollywood, but it's now sold out in the Funko shop for some hotcakes or something like that. But hey, I still really love this pop, and that's why he's number 14 on my list. Rounding up on number 13 is the NECA BeetleJuice figure. Well, to be honest, I do review some of the Terrors figures, like for October. Yeah, I like all of them, to be honest. But Beetlejuice got me the most because, come on, it's Beetlejuice. Who doesn't love this character from the movie? And I'm really happy that NECA made a Beetlejuice Terrors. It makes me wondering if they're gonna do like I don't know, an ultimate Beetlejuice figure. Probably not, because of the licensing issues going on with the character. Even though the figure, I really still love the figure, but like he has some limited articulation. There's no leg articulation, and the feet, that the way he's standing is a bit wonky. Like on the left foot there, like it's like lower up. But thankfully, I just moved the boot a little bit so it make him stand really good. And I really like how this action pose he does. Say, hey, here I am, haha. I'm so happy to have this guy into my collection, and I know NECA's doing more Terrors figures in the future. Well, I only have the two of them from Wave 6, I believe? Wave 6, maybe? Yeah, like the Herbert West, and also Harry Warren, or the Miner from My Bloody Valentine. Hey, I'll probably review the Miner on February 14th, which is Valentine's Day. And for Herbert West, probably for this year's 31 Horror Toys in 31 Days. Now, back to Beetlejuice. He's still a great figure, and I'm very happy to own this. So he is number 13 on my list. On number 12, it is the Marvel Select, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Disney Store exclusive, Sam Wilson Captain America figure. This figure is really by far the greatest looking figure I've ever reviewed, and I'm very happy to have this guy into my collection. The sculpt on this figure looks really good. The likeness to Anthony Mackie, yeah, I wish Diamond Select could be a little bit better. It's not even better than the head sculpt is okay than the Marvel Legends version of the head sculpt. What I'm trying to say is a lot better than the Diamond Select version, but I can still see a likeness to Anthony Mackie with the goggles with the goggles on. But there's something that Hasbro never done, was giving him wings, which is, this guy's like $30, and you had to pay like the entire figure wave of the Disney Plus wave for like $100 something. Yeah. Now this figure is why I really do like this figure. And he is, let's get to it. The articulation, standard Diamond Select articulation, but you can still give him some crazy pose abilities. Basic interchangeable hands. Yeah, I like he came with a shield. And I like the gun trigger holding hands accessory, so you can actually have him holding the shield onto his hand. And I really like how he came with the wings, unlike the Hasbro does not come with the wings. Anyway, enough trash talk to the Marvel Legends version. The Marvel Select version is still one of the best figures that I reviewed in 2021. And that's why he's number 12 on my list. Speaking of Marvel Legends, on number 11, it is the Marvel Legends Spider-Man No Way Home Doctor Strange figure. This figure is by far the most improvement to the other Doctor Strange figure from the Marvel Legends, the first Doctor Strange movie wave. The likeness to Benedict Cumberbatch did a great job on the head sculpt, and I really love how he came with those interchangeable hands with the ram there, which I'm definitely gonna display him like this. The cape is detached from the back of the peg hole instead of added the little string that makes him pop up his head and then take out the cape. But the body, it is pretty much exactly the same body as the original Doctor Strange figure. But still, this is by far the best looking Doctor Strange figure. Well, I would say the first 10 years version of Doctor Strange. Yeah, it is still better, but I still don't have that updated version of Doctor Strange. But this figure, yeah, if you missed out on the original Doctor Strange figure, to say must-have for your collection, or from the first 10 years, yeah. So and I'm pretty excited that Hasbro also, I know this figure is going to use the same body sculpt as the future, well, I would say use the same parts for the upcoming Doctor Strange Build-A-Figure wave, including the Astroform Doctor Strange, which that figure, it looks by far a lot better than the Astroform that we got from 2016. So anyway, back to the No Way Home Strange. Yeah, I still really think this figure is by far the best figure from 2021, and that's why he's number 11 on my list. On number 10 on my list, it is the Star Wars The Vintage Collection IG-11 figure. This figure, well, like I said in my review, it is a shrunken down version of the Black Series figure. But I still really like this figure. The sculpt looks really good. The articulation is very plausible. And the accessories, well, just a blaster and a blaster rifle, and it's nothing too special. What's anything special about this figure is that the legs can go in and out. Wow. Hey Hasbro, how come you never done the same thing with the Black Series IG-11, but you only did it on the Vintage Collection version? I just have no idea why Hasbro never thought about that in the first place while making the Black Series version of IG-11 with the legs could go in and out, so that character could easily put on the speeder bike. Well, if you have the 3.75-inch speeder bike figure from the old Star Wars figures, then you can actually put this in your speeder bike carrying with Baby Yoda. So that's why he's on number 10 on my list. Coming up, number 9 is the Masters of the Universe Revelations Masterverse Skeleton God. Man, this figure, it looks amazing for me. The sculpt on this figure looks exactly like how he looks in the cartoon. The articulation, well, standard Masterverse articulation, but the legs joints are a little bit stiff. I mean, it's not really stiff at all, just unlike the regular Skeletor figure. Which, to be honest, I'm not going to trash talk about that figure. I still like the figure, but the legs has some problems, like, moving on. I really wish it had some smooth articulation on the legs. But thankfully, the deluxe version of Skeleton God the legs have, like, a smoother movement, so it'll be fine for not slowly moving the legs and without breaking it. The sculpt on the figure looks really good. The articulation, very posable. The accessories that he comes with, well, just the interchangeable hands, and I really like how he came with He-Man's power sword. And I really like the little effect that he comes with, which I'm probably not gonna display him like that. So yeah, I'm ready for the new Masterverse Revelations figures to come on, and I need to find some of the other ones like Wave 2 and Wave 3. Yeah, because those figures are out. But for Scale of God, I still say he's really by far the best figure from the wave, and that's why he's number 9 on my list. Number 8, it is the Marvel Legends Spider-Man Homecoming, the Vulture Deluxe figure. Now, in my review, I did say like this is the second time a figure was been re-released. Well, the second Vulture figure has been released. At first, I thought that'd be like his appearance from No Way Home, but spoiler alert, he is not, sadly. Oh man, that'll be really cool. But take a look at the figure itself. This figure looks very, very movie accurate to the Vulture from Homecoming, and I really like this figure so much. And I'm really happy that Hasbro finally re-released the figure with the wings. I'm pretty sure they're going to do the same thing with Captain America, Sam Wilson. But still, really a great figure. Very accurate to the movie. The paint sculpt, well, the sculpt on the figure looks the same as the regular Vulture figure, but the head sculpt is pretty much different from the Vulture's head sculpt, which I'm pretty sure the body, I'm pretty sure some has some different molds from the original Vulture. What I really wish that he came with the alternate head, the Michael Keaton head, because come on, who doesn't love a Michael Keaton head? Hell, I'll probably display him with the Michael Keaton head. And I know there are some sellers on eBay selling the Michael Keaton head, which is probably look like from a toy factory. I don't know. Maybe someone just customized it. But I still love this figure, and that's why he's on number 8 on my list. On number 7, it is the Funko Jingle All the Way Talking Turbo Man toy. Yeah, the re-released version of the Turbo Man figure that originally made by Tiger. But this figure, well, it is obviously the same as the Tiger version. But I still really love this figure. The sculpt on the figure looks exactly like how he is to the movie. It has some interesting phrases, like,
"Good work, Booster.
And then,
You can always count on me. Beware of evildoers."
And,
"Good work, Booster.
Okay, that's not it.
Beware of evil." It's
There.
turbo time.
There it is, yeah. So yeah, I did find some batteries, the AA batteries, and it has some sounds. What's really interesting that if you flip the switch on here, it lights up, and also same thing with the jetpack. I really wish I can show you that on my review at that time where I finally found batteries. But hey, the articulation, well, it's just basic old school articulation. The accessories are not too bad. The turbo ring, yeah, still a weird name. I like how it folds in and out instead of just a second sculpt. Like every toy company does that nowadays. And I really like the jetpack that he comes with, the very metallic paint on the jetpack. So yeah, and I'm very happy that Funko re-released this figure. And that's why he's number 7 on my list. Also, number 6 on my list will be a spoiler for Ghostbusters Afterlife. If you still have not seen it, just go to number 5, or I'll just put a timestamp in the link to the description down below. On number 6, it is the Ghostbusters Plasma series, the family that busts together. Yeah, to be honest, it does sound a little bit inappropriate. Anyway, for this 2-pack, I really do like this 2-pack, mainly because of Ghost Egon. Well, the Ghost Egon is presumably the same sculpt as the old Egon from the 1984 line, well, of Plasma series. But I did like the head sculpt of the CGI Harold Ramis. Really a not too bad likeness to the CGI look. And for Phoebe, man, this figure has some great sculpt, and the likeness to the actress who plays her. I say Hasbro did a great job with her head sculpt. Articulation, well, it's just a little bit of articulation. I mean, she's just a little kid. I mean, there's not much action possibilities to do. Probably just standing there busting Gozer. Yeah. I like how this 2-pack came with a lot of accessories, like the chest, the jar of goop, and also the proton pack piece thing is removable. I don't know the name of it, to be honest. I'm sorry. And it came with the Ecto 1 effect, and plus the PK emitter in the taser form, and a lot of accessories that I don't want to name it all because I don't want to make this video a long video. Articulation, well, for Egon, just a basic, the same articulation as the other adult Ghostbusters characters, but there's nothing much you can actually display here. Display him with holding Phoebe by their hand, and so hold on the proton one. Yeah, a very lovable moment from that movie, and I'm really happy that Hasbro could make this into an action figure form. Hopefully, Funko can do a Ghost Egon pop in the meantime. And that's why this 2-pack is on number 6 on my list. On number 5, it is the NECA Batman the Animated Series Grapnel Launcher. Man, this prop replica is really by far the best prop I ever owned. I like the function that you just you press the red button and then the grapple launcher launches. Well, to be honest, it's not like you can hold on things like the actual grapnel did in the cartoon. But I really do love some of the shades, like the little black shades on the handles, and also like the little handle part there. And also you need to get one of those small batteries. I forgot what they're called, to be honest. I'm sorry. But hey, I really like this grapnel launcher along with the 89 grapnel launcher, and that's why the grapnel launcher from the animated series is on number 5 on my list. Well, speaking of the 89 grapnel launcher, on number 4, it is the NECA Batman 1989 grapnel launcher. Yeah, I put it less. Well, I put it one less than the animated series. I mean, come on, I still love them both, and I really wish I could have put them together in both at both sides. But hey, it's my opinion. I can like whatever I like, and I still like both of them anyway. The grapnel launcher looks really exactly like how it looks in the Batman 1989 movie. And just like the animated series version, it does grapnel launches really good. And it does extend. Also, you need the smaller batteries. Yeah. And I really like this hook thing here made out of plastic. I'm pretty sure it's made of gold paint to it. But it does have some frill plastic, so we can easily break it. If you thought about shooting this up to the roof, yeah, the hook handle might break easily. So this is a better way to play around a little bit and then just display on your display shelf. It has some nice sculpting details on the grapple gun, and I'm really a big fan of the '89 Batman film, and that's why the grapple launcher is on number 4 on my list. Number 3, it is the Marvel Legends What If Zombie Captain America figure. Man, this figure looks really brutal, I would say, in a fun way. This figure looks exactly like how he looks in I would on the episode of the What If Zombies. look at the pure texture all over the legs, and like you can see the rib cage on the broken flesh wound. I mean, look at that. It has some interesting details because, well, he's a zombie. What do I expect? The guy has some flesh eating, or no, I'm sorry, not flesh eating. Some skin coming off, details and everything, and has like a little rib cage. Well, the sculpt on the figure is really a great sculpt. The articulation standard Marvel Legends, but you can still give him some crazy possibilities. The accessories, well, just a shield and that's it. But it's still a great figure, and I'm really hoping if Hasbro can make more of these what if zombie figures. Hell, even they're gonna make I'm hoping that they're gonna make a zombie versions of other Avengers, since the new Marvel Zombies TV show is gonna come out very soon. So again, back to this figure. Like I said, great figure, and that's why he's number 3 on my list. On number 2, it is the Diamond Select Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man Tell No Tales Captain Jack Sparrow figure. Well, this is the Walgreens version, meaning he does not come with the diorama base display stand, which that's okay for me because I don't need to buy a display stand that's taking over spaces. Anyway, the figure itself looks really incredible. The head sculpt, a little bit of likeness to Johnny Depp. It's still a not bad looking figure. Articulation is just standard Diamond Select articulation. And also the display stand and the interchangeable hand for the non holding, the open grip hand are just pretty basics art accessories. But I really still like this figure. The figure itself looks really a good figure, and I really am glad that Diamond Select made a Captain Jack Sparrow figure. I hope we can get like other figures from the Pirates of the Caribbean line. Like I'm really hoping for a Davy Jones figure. It'll be cool if we get a red figure in Diamond Select line. That'd be really cool. Now back to Jack Sparrow, and I still really like this figure. Well, the head sculpt is not that. It's a little bit likeness to Johnny Depp, but it's still a really great figure, and that's why he's number 2 on my list. Finally, on number 1 is the NECA Universal Monsters Frankenstein's monster figure. Oh man, this figure is by far the best figure I ever reviewed and ever had in my collection in 2021. The articulation, well, just like every NECA figures, the same old basic articulation from NECA. And interchangeable hands, I don't mind. And I really like the change that he comes with, and the flowers that the little girl handed him in that one scene. Yeah, the head sculpt likeness looks barely resemblance to Boris Karloff. The sculpt on this figure, by far the best part of this figure. Even though this is the colored version, and I know there's the black and white version, maybe I'll probably get the black and white version, or maybe I'll just stick with the colored version. Because, I mean, it looks really cool in the colored form. And I know there's other Universal figures that are coming out. Like, there's the Wolfman, the Mummy, and Bela Lugosi Dracula. And also some other Universal X TMNT figures coming out, like Raphael as Frankenstein, which I'm probably going to get that figure very soon. And also the upcoming April O'Neil as the Bride of Frankenstein, which I'm also going to get her. But now back to the Frankenstein's monster figure. Again, it's still really a best figure of 2021. And this is why he's number 1 on my list. Woo, that was quite a list. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed my list of the top 21 toys of 2021. If you agree with me or disagree with me, leave it in the comments down below. Would I do this again in 2022? No, probably. I'll just stick with the top 10 figures. So because it'll be easy for me. Then probably just take a little bit of break for this. Well, yeah, that's why. So I'm just gonna go back doing the top 10 toys of 2022 for next year. Well, in 2023 actually. And I'm very hoping we can see new figures coming out, and probably I'll review some other new figures that I still buy in 2021 but haven't reviewed them. So stay tuned for those figures. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed my review, my list of the top 21 toys of 2021. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share this video. And make sure to comment on this video. And also turn on the bell icon to be notified of new videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Both links will be in the description down below. That's all I had to say. This is the list of the top 21 toys of 2021 video. And this is J.A.R. 369. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for my toy review very soon. And remember, keep on collecting.